For nearly 2 years, I got up to $1.25/gallon off fuel from my husband's a-hole of an ex-wife. My husband Paul has 2 kids with his ex, Carla. Mason was 12 back then, and Piper was 9. They lived with Carla in Fairview, about an hour from us in Millbrook, and on the weeks they stayed with us, I was the one driving them to school every morning. An hour there, one way, before I even started my own workday. Carla was not an easy person. She spent years turning those kids against Paul and me. Missed calls that were never really missed. Birthday cards that never made it to us in time. Little comments about how we didn't care, when the truth was she blocked half our attempts to see them. It worked for a while. Mason and Piper were cold to us for years. It took them getting older to notice the pattern themselves. Anyway, Fairview has this grocery store, Bell's Market, that runs a fuel rewards program. Spend money in the store, earn points, and once you hit a certain number, you get cents off per gallon at the pump. Problem is, the Fairview location doesn't have gas pumps. Never has. It's just a grocery store. Our Millbrook location does have pumps, because Millbrook is bigger. Carla did all of her grocery shopping at that Fairview store, specifically for the fuel points. She'd save them up for weeks, sometimes a full month, and then drive the hour to Millbrook to fill up her tank at a steep discount. I only knew this because Mason mentioned it once in the car, half complaining that they always had to stop for gas on the way to Grandma's, and it took forever because Carla wanted the good pump, the one that actually worked. The rewards card tied to all of this was registered under a phone number, Paul's old number, from back when they were still married, years before Paul and I even met. Carla never bothered to update it, either because she didn't think about it, or because some part of her still used that number as her go-to at self-checkouts out of habit. I found this out completely by accident. I was filling up at that same Millbrook Bell's Market one morning after dropping the kids off, and the pump asked for a phone number to check for rewards. I typed in Paul's old number out of curiosity, mostly as a joke to see if anything would even come up. 1.25 cents off per gallon. I stood there staring at the screen like I'd found money on the sidewalk, because I had. From then on, every single time I stopped for gas in Millbrook, I punched in that number first. Sometimes it knocked off 40 cents a gallon. A few times it was the full $1.25. I never told Paul at first, mostly because I didn't think he'd care one way or another, and honestly I didn't want to jinx it. Here's the thing that made it work for so long. Carla never used that discount right away. She hoarded her points, waiting to build up the biggest possible number before she made the drive out to fill up, which meant there was always a window, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, where I could get there first and drain the very discount she'd spent a month collecting. And I wasn't even buying my groceries there. I had my own store in Millbrook I liked better. Cheaper produce, better deli, no membership card nonsense. So Carla was paying full price for groceries in Fairview, week after week, specifically to build a fuel discount that I was quietly spending before she ever got the chance. Piper let something slip one weekend, not realizing what it meant to me. She said Carla had been so mad at the gas station again, standing there arguing with the pump because her rewards weren't showing up right. Apparently this had been happening for a while. Carla assumed it was a glitch, or that the app wasn't syncing, and she'd call the store to complain. The manager kept telling her the same thing. The points were being redeemed, just not by her. I had to bite the inside of my cheek in the car so I wouldn't laugh in front of the kids. This went on for almost 2 years. 2 years of Carla shopping at that same store loyally, building up points, driving an hour with a tank running on fumes, only to swipe her card and get next to nothing off. 2 years of me quietly filling up my own car at a discount she paid for and never got to use. Eventually the custody schedule shifted. The kids got older, got their own activities, started splitting time differently, and I stopped making the morning drive altogether. I lost my excuse to be at that Millbrook pump 3 or 4 times a week, and honestly, I was a little bummed about it. That discount had been a nice little secret for a long time, but by then it didn't matter anyway. Mason told us later that Carla had finally given up on Bell's Market completely, switched to a different grocery store across town, one with no fuel program at all, still convinced the old one had been ripping her off the whole time. She never did figure out why. I'm moving to Spotify. Search BearyReads and follow.